This is Dan. I'm here at the Pittsburgh Comicon 2011 where the power is still out, but we are persevering. We're pushing on because that's what we're here for, to talk about comics with comic creators such as Jon Towers of Stigmata Studios.
Yep.
John, how's it going?
All right, how are you?
Pretty good. How's your weekend been so far?
Well, it's been good. You know, it's Pittsburgh and it's hit or miss. It's not the best con, but it's not the worst one.
Now you've got several books behind us. Can you tell us what is? Well, you've got the Diinn Jihad, which is your older book, correct?
That was last year's book. I only do the conventions if I have a new project. Okay. So last year was the Diinn Jihad. The idea is instead of sneaking in a nuclear weapon, terrorists sneak in a genie in a bottle and like let it rip. And they all take place in downtown, or in Pittsburgh, I should say. So it's like knocking over PPG Plaza and like throwing cars around, destroying the city in general. And then this is the new stuff for this year. It's called the Order of the Shining Hexagon. And it kind of jumps around through history, like forward. It's more of like a collection of stories than like one huge narrative. And really the easiest way to sum it up would be like, it's like the presence and accumulation of evil like on the planet. And it kind of ends like on a serious down note, kind of like the Day Evil 1 sort of situation. Like all the good guys are like toasted.
Now, so how long approximately have you been doing comics?
Well, I started in earnest in 2000. I plugged away for about 3 years before I published anything. And in 2003, 2004, I published my first book, graphic novel, 285 pages. And it's psychologically dark. Like, I don't really have it here like for these kind of shows because it's like it's a lot deeper and darker than the rest of the stuff. So I kind of start fresh from book 2, even though it's all like continuation.
And so now I understand you're doing something in support of your newest book. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Since I did the graphic novel first, it was 285 pages, if I haven't mentioned that already. I always said if I did something bigger, like longer than that, I would do a book release party. I figure, artists or writers that do prose books do them. Why can't, if you release like a big, huge project, why can't we do it? So I know a couple event promoters, and I start asking them questions about how to do book release parties, and they didn't want to help me. So I just, got on my computer, got my cell phone, and I pulled this book release party together. Like, I had like top 3 venues. I got like my first pick. I had all the bands that I wanted to have. I got Pittsburgh Steelman's going to be my MC, and for just the little cherry on the top, I got a few belly dancers that are going to open the party up for me. So
nothing says comic books like belly dancers.
Well, the whole thing is it's not really geared towards comic books so much as I want to have like a unique experience, and I just want to celebrate getting done with it. I mean, I worked on the damn thing for like 3 years, so just want to put it behind me, get my friends all in one place, drink some beers, and have a good time.
So is this the last issue for Order of the Shining Hexagon, or are there more?
The Shining Hexagon, it's just 9 issues and it's done. So basically the way I organize is, even though there's 9 issues, I consider that one whole book. So that's why I could call it like book 7, that's book 6, even though there's 6 issues, so on and so forth. So like book 8 is what I'm writing, or I'm drawing now. I'm doing the art for book 8 and I'm writing for book 9. So I do them like one, bam, bam, knock them out one a year is my plan.
So obviously the next couple of years are going to be taken up by this book, but do you have any projects on the horizon? Anything you're thinking of in the back of your mind?
Yeah, actually, when I get done with the art for book 8, I'm actually going to downshift and work for some friends for a little bit. I'm going to do a Phineas story for Barry. I pitched it, and there's this gentleman that I've been helping who does independent films in the area called Johnny Daggers. He did Caustic Zombies, or Caustic Holocaustic Zombies. I'm going to be doing a book with him, adapting one of his short films. Just something fun for the convention season.
And where can people find your work aside from going to the book release party? Is there anywhere, any other places they can get your stuff?
Yeah, the graphic novel is still actually at Amazon, so you can go there. Just search for me, or the name of the book is actually called The Heart of Abracax. Or you can just go to my website, www.johnnyx.com, and there's links to all that stuff. You can get some pretty fly t-shirts, and I do my own podcast. It's not really, focused on comic books. I talk about a little bit of everything on there.
America!